So we're back here at East Center Street and we're going to cross straight on over. It appears as if most of this railroad bed sets off to the left when you're traveling toward town, toward Walmart. Old boat. But you do see the same pattern over here on this side. You can see how the bed rolls down with the ditch. Not sure if this is a single track or a double track. I'll have to look that up. See that ditch over there gets down pretty deep. The size of that Spanish bayonet growing along the track. That's got to be 15, 18 feet. And for those of you that don't familiarize yourself with it, old Dixie Highway system, look that up. A lot of history in that. This old Dixie Highway we're walking beside is but a relic of a larger highway system. Very interesting. Check that out. Old Dixie Highway system. Now here out to the left, even though the weeds are high, it's an elevated bed that runs across it. Probably a better time to do something like this would be during the winter, after about 3-4 frosts. We had today, so we came on. Mainly, I wanted to get a look of it because I wasn't sure how far they were coming. There's some logging going on the other end. So I wanted to see what it looked like before they logged. Here's some old steps of some sort. Let's get over here a little closer. Could have been dumped here by somebody else, but that's one piece. They could be heavy. Like I say, that very well could have been dumped here. I don't see no signs of destruction nowhere else out here. Overlook some of the trash that's dumped. There's some spots where it's not lying. Up here a little closer. Spots like that would be a bottle hunter's paradise. Don't you know? No more railroad signs yet. Heading toward Walmart. Closer we're getting toward town. Heading north. More activity of trash I'm seeing. Which means that there are any vagrant or homeless out here. This will probably be the sections on up through here where we would encounter them. Maybe we won't. We just want to see what's here. You can tell we're still in the bed. Rolls down over here, comes up, and then rolls down. On this end you come to a lot of offshoots. Doesn't look like they've really made a whole lot of effort to the size of them oaks back there. Some massive oaks. Don't look like they've tried as hard on this end right through this section. It may have to do with how much people living behind complain about people coming through. Not sure. Coming to something here. See a shoe. Stop a minute and listen and look. You can see out there in them woods is planted pine. The other end of this we walked, you could definitely tell had been heavily used, but not near as heavily as this. You can tell this gets a lot of traffic. big oaks along the left side of this too. Definitely gonna have to do some research though, because I got 2 raised beds here, side by side. See how this was set up. Might just be coincidence, but man, that piece of property over there's got some gigantic oaks on it. I bet it's pretty. That's private property. That's about close as we're gonna see them. See no more signs yet of the railroad. The prominent bed is here to the left when you're walking north. You can see it. I would like to get up on it. It's mighty close to that fence right here. In today's world, I don't want it to look like I'm down here trying to steal. Damn, I can smell something dead. Can you see what I'm talking about? See how much higher that over there is than where we're at? Maybe hit it from an angle. I'm gonna find a little spot here that's far enough away from the fence I feel comfortable. Try to ease up here. Get on the bed. Just so we can say we did. And we're up on the bed. Down there is the trail that we were walking. You see where the bed runs back that way. Let's see how far we can walk on the bed without getting too much aggravation. This would have definitely been where the train was. There's a tent set up right there. You see that? That's a tent. There's actually 2 tents there. You wouldn't even know it was there. You can see where they crossed the fence right there. It's just pushed down. I mean, look at this fence all the way down it. That's the only spot I see where it's pushed down. We're gonna ease on it away from here. Curiosity got me. We're not gonna cross over this fence. This is somebody's private property, but you can see there the makeshift tent, and there's another one on through there, and there you see a buggy. Somebody was using to transport their stuff. There's actually 2 of those makeshift setups through there, and you can see the trail going in and out of there. I'd say it's currently being used, and there's a survey marker. RLS 3223. I don't know anything about survey markers other than they're cool. Definitely a homeless encampment. That looks like it's currently being used pretty regular. I would about bet you, and we're not. Probably around each one of them little oak hammocks right here is the same setup. And we're not even behind Walmart yet. Now the homeless encampment that we just found, you couldn't have seen from just walking the trail. There's no way. Had I not been getting up on the spots that I could, looking for signs and other railroad era stuff, I'd have never seen it. But it's easily accessible and easy to get out of in a hurry, the way they're set up, with many options to run. No telling how many more scattered right there through those woods in just that section. We're gonna get back on the trail. Ease on down a little bit. See if we'll find us another spot to get back up on the trail. I kind of sat there a minute, I didn't see nobody. They're probably up at town square somewhere. during the day. You don't never know. Some of these homeless people are on drugs. Some of them are just on hard luck. Some of them are mentally unstable. I'd rather not encounter nobody. It's like old boats up on the railroad bed. And it's on this side of the fence. Let's just walk up on the railroad bed and we ain't gonna go over on nobody's property. Back up on the bed. Yeah, it looks like just another dump spot. Looks like somebody's trying to block traffic, is what it looks like. You can see where they've been piling dirt. Probably what the old boat's for, just to give it some more girth. So we're not gonna go over there. Yeah, I would say that's what they're trying to do, as you can see off the main road where they've been coming in and going through there. I would guess whoever owns that's kind of trying to block that flow of traffic through the place. That piece of property right there. There's some beautiful oats on that. Very beautiful oats. There's actually a road that runs on this side of the old bed, but I ain't gonna walk it. I am gonna step out on it, just look down it. And there's where we just was where the boat is, where they're trying to stop it. It's hot. And when the train would have been coming through here, most of this would have been kept clean. You'd have been able to see the train from the old Dixie Highway, vice versa. Trains have just lost their heyday in most parts of the world due to evolution, engineering. The world just changed. It looks like we're getting to a part here where it's going to thicken up. I don't know, it just looks that way. You can see makeshift trails all off of these beds though. Alright, this is a reference point. We're straight across from where the Taco Heights Road goes in. Pop off Old Dixie. See how easy it'll be to get around out here. There's a tree down. Looks like it opens back up on the other side. These right here and see if we can get around. Stuff has been piled there on that road. I really don't want to walk through all that. It look like an ankle breaker. Okay, look like some kids been, look like a four-wheeler or two. It's somewhat beat down trail. We're gonna ease through here. It don't look like this is beat down as bad on this end. Looks like a little more growth here. Look at that bed. There's your railroad bed. Right there on the left. Definitely high. So we found a spot to get back up on it there and look around. Definitely a lot higher down here. So it's way more defined on this thing. It looks substantially different on this side. I guess what makes this old abandoned railroad track so popular, they say, with the homeless, they're right here. They can pretty much access any part of the city that they want to, and they got cover on both sides. They can pretty much slip without being seen. It makes sense that they would sleep somewhere off nearby so they could disappear easy without going out of town too far. And then when they want to go to town in the morning, or whatever it is they do during the day, try to get food or alcohol or whatever, they can slip out on these trails and be uptown in just a few minutes. Pop out of nowhere. That would be my guess why they choose these. They would work perfect for that. In saying that, if you were gonna come do these railroad tracks, you'd probably be okay. But I'd definitely bring a pistol, just in case. I don't believe they're gonna bother you. I think they're gonna try to evade you, but you never know. I can't bring a pistol, so the next time I come back, I'm gonna bring a buddy with a pistol. That's the backup plan. If you can't bring a pistol, bring a buddy with a pistol. I don't believe they'd hurt you, but you don't never know. Between drugs, unstableness, and the alcoholism that rates amongst a lot of the homeless. I do got my old beat 'em stick though. You're right here in the edge of town, but when you step off here, it's just remote. Knowing that they found skeletal remains and several spots on here, and one murder that a man's been convicted of, kind of makes you think of some of the missing cases and different things. How many more bodies might be buried on here somewhere? For the same reason why I say I think the homeless chooses it. Easy access, you got coverage, nobody ever raises an eyebrow. It's right under your nose. Lately we've been bouncing all over between museums, parks, a little bit of railroads, rivers, creeks. I don't know. I just been really wanting to check out different things lately. I don't want to see everything, just all the stuff I hadn't yet. Could you imagine back during the heyday of the trains, the tourism boom during Florida's history, being a conductor on one of these trains coming down through here, seeing the old homes scattered along the side, hauling passengers, and then after the tourism bust for trains, as everything started rolling over, the freight, lumber industries, they got to see it in its early stages. What a sight that must have been from a train back in those days. You can see here at this crossing of East Center Street where the tracks originally went across, and they removed them and patched the road. So we're gonna call it quits here along the side of this railroad tram for today. They're logging just up. I don't want to go up there around that equipment, so we're gonna wait for them to get done. Then we might come back and do this spot. But we covered a pretty good area. We'll check out some more of this area later on. We might hike in from the other end after they get done logging and get the equipment out. I appreciate y'all joining me.